Well, I arrived when I was 9 years old, and it was pretty good. We were in a clubhouse over on the hill, an old wooden clubhouse, and I'm still in awe of the people that made the decision to come out from Dandenong and build a sandbelt course. I mean, a lot of them put in physical work, chopping down trees, ladies planted cooch.
I came here in 1955, so I used to play here by putting $5 in a little brown envelope. There was an elderly chap here called Harold Vesey, had a son here, Alan Vesey, and he couldn't get a game with anybody. He asked me if I wouldn't mind playing with him in the Phillip Court, and he, well, blow me down, we ended up winning it. His nickname was Sipper. When he drank a glass of beer, it took about 20 sips to get rid of it.
There were more mixed events and dances and things in those days to what there are now. But I know there were plenty of social events for us all to attend, dances, etc.
And on one particular Christmas dinner dance at the old clubhouse, we had the sawdust on the floor, timber floor. Keith Potts, who later became a captain of the club, produced a piglet covered in petroleum grease at midnight, and anybody that catch it could have it. Unfortunately, there were a few people injured, so the pig never got caught.
From the very first moment, it seemed such a friendly place, and the course, of course, the layout was just brilliant, and so it won my heart immediately.
I find it a very welcoming, a very warm, friendly club, and I look forward to coming here 2 or 3 times a week.
We play 3 times a week, so that's a fair chunk out of each week. At times we've had our grandchildren involved in it with junior programs, and they love coming. They were here on the weekend for lunch, and they just love coming as well.
Exactly,
so
yes.
You can see we use it as a real hub.
Yeah, it's like a second home for me.
Yeah.
When I come in here, I feel as if I'm home again.
Well, it's a great game because all ages can play together. Doesn't matter how old or how young. At my age now, it's a great social day out. They say it's important I shouldn't be home being depressed. I come to the golf club. And, of course, 2 days golf a week has to keep you fairly fit.
You don't think about any stress or worries when you're out here. And I think over the years it's helped my confidence, and I've just enjoyed life so much when I'm here. The course is just wonderful. Vern Morecambe did a great job designing it, and we've fortunately had wonderful course superintendents that I think have improved it over the years.
It's a beautiful course.
The course is so challenging. Whoever joined the club will find it really a pleasure to play, really.
Well, it's a great layout, challenging par 3s. It's beautifully treed, and being surrounded by parks has to be an added advantage.
There's a lot of subtleties about this course. It might look straightforward, but in fact it does require a certain amount of concentration, because the green might look a little flat, but there's always a little bit of a borrow there that you're unaware of. And it's an all-weather course. That's another big factor. We've been in the clubhouse and seen the rain teeming down, and if you wait for 30 minutes, we're all out there playing golf. So it's a special place. And in my opinion, well, I suppose because I love the place, I still think Spring Valley's just as good as some of the other so-called top-notch courses.
We had a chairman here, a captain here called Ched Freegan, who in the 80s decided that he'd like to put a pond in when he was captain between the 12th and the 13th, and using his own equipment he put the pond in, then bought a dozen ducks and put them in the pond. Unfortunately, there was a big bull mastiff used to get in there, and he jumped in and cleaned up a couple of our ducks.
I remember one occasion there was a fox on the 7th, and it was there quite frequently, and it used to sit itself down at the par 5, the 7th, and that fox would sit there. Everyone had hit their second shot, start walking towards it, he'd calmly go and pick the ball up, take it into the scrub. The ball was replaced, hit onto the green, and we're putting out on the green. Next thing, out comes the fox, sits in exactly the same place looking down at the next group coming. I always thought it was quite funny.
For me, the other high point was having the Victorian Open here for 4 years, and it was the first time that Golf Victoria combined both men and women in a competition. That was a very special time.
And that was really good, and you get to meet a lot of people and see the pro.
It was a really exciting time.
Yes.
We like it for the people that are here. The friendships and everything that we've made here have just been incredible. Everybody takes their golf quite seriously, but it is a social atmosphere, and it's really nice to come back afterwards, go into the clubhouse and sit down, have a coffee and just enjoy the friendships, I think.
Yeah, I think the environment is just superb. Just the aspect of meeting with your friends and socialising, having a drink and so forth, it just make your day completely.
We've made friends over the years with people that we'd not met before. We've been on golfing trips with a group.
Very friendly club and always has been. Everyone was always made to be most welcome. So I think it's very easy for people to fit in. I still have friends that I met 61 years ago. We still golf, go golfing holidays and still keep company.
Over the years, we've always had good, very, very good people. Members have just been a delightful bunch of people and always so memorable. It's such a calming effect to drive in the gate because you know that the experience is going to be just so relaxing and enjoyable.
At my age, lucky to be out mixing, socialising. I mean, when you walk in, you say good morning to everybody. Everybody knows each other. The staff are all great.
You know, they just treat you with such respect and make you feel as though you're someone special.
Make you feel so welcome, and then you have your lunch or drinks and so on. They just accept you and make you feel so welcome as if you're part of the group on the spot.
We've always had excellent staff, whether it be the course maintenance or hospitality or the pro shop. They're all very nice people and look after the members very well. So it makes for a very happy place.
I think overall, the changes that they've made really have been for the betterment of the club and for the members.
Yes.
The bad old days we had to line up at the first tee because there was no timesheet, so you'd roll on down and line up, and if the men's captain or the men's president wanted to play, they just moved to the front of the tee. Wasn't too happy about that, was I?
When we first joined, lady members had a little syllabus and we booked up for the whole year in this little book. Handicapping was done on a little card. We used to sit in rooms adding up cards for ages, where now new members just come in and book on a computer, which means they can fit in much easier. So I think that's been a big improvement.
Oh, I think there's a very bright future because we've got the course, we've got the staff, we've got the members.
A lot of my friends, they don't play golf, but they, think, oh, maybe one day we'll try it. And I just say to them, it's just such a lovely environment to be in.
I would like all newer members to be aware of the people that did start this club and put in the really hard work. They should all be proud and enjoy it. Because I am very proud of the club. I feel I have a connection.
Get to know the older members and find out the history of the club and how well it's done over the years.